How's it going, y'all? It's me, Space Cadet. We're going to be talking about the time I may have broken a couple of ribs. But before we get into that, remember to like it if you like it, sub if you want to, and go follow me on Twitter at Space Cadet 400. I would really appreciate it. But with all that being said, let's get into it. This is yet another story from my middle school days. I promise not all my stories are gonna be from middle school. But back then I was just a walking time bomb, just waiting to get sent to the hospital. But anyway, on this particular day, me and my brother were chilling at my house. And we're super bored, so we decided to go outside and up into the woods behind my parents' house. The way the house is set up, the house is built on the side of a mountain. So everything in front of my parents' house was the driveway and the front yard. And we had a small backyard, but it quickly turns to woods. And that's the side that's uphill. So me and my brother decide to go up in the woods and see if we can get into any shenanigans. And it's pretty late in the evening at this point. It's not nighttime yet, but the sun is starting to go down. It's not quite getting dark yet, but the sun is going down. It's starting to get behind the trees a little bit. But me and my brother are just fucking around, walking down the trail in the middle of the woods. And eventually we come across this downed tree that goes across the trail. And this trail's down in a little valley. So the tree's not blocking our path. We can walk right under the tree. But my brother gets the idea to go up onto the hill and go climb the downed tree. And this tree isn't completely fell onto the ground. It's leaned over onto another tree. This thing's like at a 45-degree angle, but it's just leaned up against this other tree. And my brother runs up the hill and out of the valley we were in off the trail and goes up to the tree and he starts climbing it just without warning. And I'm like, I don't want to be left out on the fun, so I go run and join him. And I watch him shimmy up this tree, so I get on the tree and I go out a little bit further than he did. And I come back and he goes a little bit further and then I go a little bit further and eventually he walks all the way to the top of the tree. And he comes back, no problem. And it comes my turn. And I'm going to try to go all the way to the top of the tree. So just to set the stage for you, me and my brother have walked away from my parents' house, up a mountain, in the woods. We can still see the house, but it's just barely inside. We can just barely see it. We're probably a good 600-700 yards away from the house, but we can still see it in the distance. But it was kind of a weird spot though, where we could see the house from where we were at, but you couldn't see us from the house. You'd have to come up the trail to actually see us. And then we're up on the left side of this trail where this tree is fallen. And we're just taking turns going up this tree. And it comes my turn to go all the way out to the edge. And I walk all the way out there. And I'm tightrope walking this thing. I'm like a professional. I got my arms out. I got my feet kind of sideways. I'm taking calculated steps. And I get to the very top of this thing. And when I go to turn around, I lose my footing. And both my feet just slide out from underneath me. And I go tumbling off this log. I go tumbling off the tree back onto the trail we was following in that little valley. And as I'm falling, I'm like in a laying position and I instinctively just cover my head. I don't think of anything else. I just want to protect my melon. So I put both hands on the side of my face that's falling to protect my head. And I just start hoping and praying that that's enough to protect my head. And the weird part is I didn't even think I'd need to. It was just a precautionary measure, but if I haven't, I might be dead, and I'll get into that. So as I'm falling, I put my hands beside my head, and the fall doesn't feel like any time at all. It feels like I'm on the log, and then I'm falling and on the ground. And as I hit the ground, I realize there's rocks beneath me. And I don't feel anything at first, but I kind of grab beneath my head and it's a hard rock. And I'm like, oh shit. And as I feel that rock beneath my head, when I grab that rock, I feel this sharp pain in my chest. I realize I'm winded. But it's not just that I'm winded. My ribs hurt. So I lay there for a second. I don't move. I just kind of lay there and kind of accept what just happened. And my brother's laughing at me, but at the same time, he's trying to help me up. He realized that I fell from a pretty good height, probably like 9-10 feet, and just slammed into some rocks. So I'm probably not feeling good. So he tries to help me. And I'm laying there just trying to collect my thoughts. And I kind of grab at my head. I'm more concerned if my head's hurt, because I know there was rocks beneath my head when I landed, but I guess my hands really did cushion the blow because I'm feeling there's no blood around my head. It's not really hurting that much. I have a little headache because I just fell into some rocks, but there's no blood. There's no cuts on my face. But my chest is killing me. I regather my breath and I'm kind of holding my chest. My whole chest is just throbbing. And I don't check my ribs, I don't check my chest or anything. I must have hurt one of my legs too, because I remember limping away. I don't remember my leg hurting too much, but I do remember limping away from the scene. But me and my brother don't really say much to each other after this, and it's kind of just mutually understood that we're going back home. And besides, the sun is going down now. It's starting to get dark. So now it's a race against the clock to get back to the house. And I limp back to the house, and we eventually get there. And after I get to the house, I check my ribs. And at first, I just check for bleeding. That's all I was concerned about. It didn't cross my mind that I could have possibly broken something until I look at my chest and realize that it's a little bit deformed now. And now I just have to live with a deformed rib cage for the rest of my life. But you live and you learn, and hopefully you live to see another day. And I didn't actually go to the hospital for this one, but I was pretty banged up. I definitely took it easy the rest of the day. Let me know if you've ever fallen out of a tree and broke your ribs. And if you haven't, please don't try. Take it from me, it hurt. But that's about it for this one. Remember to like it if you like it, sub if you want to, and follow me on Twitter. And I'll see you in the next one.